I want to say something stupid like, "What's up, Summer Staff 2016?"
And for always.
Just focus on the breath as you breathe in and out. You know, coming to a calm place.
We are ready.
Catching grapes. There we go. And catching random objects and food in our mouths.
Sausages.
Sausages. This video is actually not for the staff. It's just for Corey and I to express how much we love each other and care about each other. Definitely one of my favorite memories is the spitting of grapes, especially when we would forget and just be like, Corey, it's like Tuesday and we didn't spit a grape into each other's mouth yesterday.
Yeah.
What are we doing with our lives?
Having the chance to interact and get to know people better and talk about theology and political views at different times, and just hearing different people's opinions and being okay with that and still accepting them for regardless of what they believe or think.
There were just many moments where this has been the greatest group of people that I have ever worked with. And I've worked with multiple different jobs with multiple different work groups and teams. And this is the one that I probably consider to be my family. And I am so thankful that I got to work with you all. And I know this isn't the end of any of our relationships, but this summer will be one for the books, and one that I will cherish and tell my kids about, and one that will sit in my heart for the rest of my life.
With the knowledge that I have these friendships and relationships that I've built over the summer, those friendships, having those wherever I end up is pretty big reassurance for me, and yeah, definitely a blessing as I go forward in life.
I just think of how we came together as most of us not knowing each other, and even for the ones who did know each other, there weren't moments where people were ostracized or left out, and we came together in many different moments, whether it was the initiatives that we did at the beginning of the year, the wall during staff development, Journey Week. I was in the shower and Marcus runs in and just says, "We're going to the slip and slide," and I'm like, this is perfect. And it was just a nice way to end off a week, kind of get us into a lighthearted mood again.
I've definitely seen God at work in my life, and I think just really being present where I'm at and being aware of, especially like with campers where I've been getting frustrated and just like, oh, they're not listening, or I have to tell them something multiple times and they still don't listen, but just being aware enough to like take a step back actively and just realize, hey, these are campers, they're young kids, like you were probably just as obnoxious or annoying and when you were that age, and that they really just want to be loved on, and that I can love on them, and just to really be patient and just try to care for them as best I can regardless of how things are going. So
I just think about like the way that my counselors had an effect on me when I was growing up, like with when I came here, and I just really hope that I had like a slight amount of influence that they had on me with my campers. I love you, Corey.
I love you too, man.
I'm Benjamin Jeffrey Patzloff. Yeah. I can eat 40 hot dogs in 5 minutes. I want you guys to know that I made that up. That was a lie. I can actually do that. I've never been in a professional eating contest. So I'm sorry for saying that to you all. But like that's what you get for thinking a fat person can just eat a lot of food. So that's on you guys. That's not on me.
Life is short. Stunt it.
We've had so many fun memories that we made this summer, and it's really hard to choose just one. I would say one of my favorite memories was getting here and just getting to know everybody the first few weeks of staff training. And also when we did one of the initiatives, 1, 2, 3, 20, we worked on that thing for probably 2 hours, getting done with it as a team. From that moment on, I knew it was going to be an awesome summer. One of the biggest things that God has shown me through this summer is that I can't live this life on my own. I need to rely on Him and His strength daily, day by day. He gives me the strength that I need when I feel inadequate, when I feel weak, when I feel hopeless. He's there, and He gives me the strength that I need to be His light every single day. What am I going to miss the most after camp is finished? What am I not going to miss? I think what I'm going to miss the most is the family that we created here. I'm going to miss how present God is every single day, and just seeing from the beginning of staff training, seeing how all of our stories were brought together, and just how present God was throughout the entire summer. How He brought 26 different people together, and how He used us in the lives of many kids this summer.
Hey guys, so it's Austin and Marcus. We're doing it together. I think it was just really cool to see what God did in my life this summer and just how I got to see him with the campers this summer. At first, the summer was a little bit hard because I'm always used to somebody, teaching me what to learn and showing me how to learn it and always showing that. And here, I didn't feel like that, which isn't a bad thing. And so I was really challenged to seek God on my own, to focus on my walk with him and growing near to him and just going to him. And so it was cool to see that happen this summer, to start walking with God and just seeing him work. And it was awesome to see how he answered prayers, what he did with the campers, and just how they got to see him, how they get to have those moments where stuff just clicked with him, and just how God put each of the campers where they needed to be when they were there. And it was like they're always with the right counselors, or they're always in the right spots to hear the right conversations that they needed to hear. And it was just awesome to see things click with them for the first time, or just to really understand stuff better.
And one thing that I think God taught me this summer is this reminded me how much I love to worship, and that spirit of worship that I have. And this summer, at times it was hard for me. I felt very drained and wasn't feeling filled up, and that I was just pouring things out and not being filled up as much as I was needing. But through it all, God has reminded me that I just love to worship him, and how much fun worship can really be. And it was such a blessing to see all of us as staff come together with the staff from the home building in a time of worship, and just to be united through that. And it just brings me so much joy to know that we can go out and continue that spirit of worship elsewhere and bring it from here back to our communities. And that's one thing that God really reminded me this summer.
The thing I'll probably miss the most about this summer is just probably all the people. I miss the lodge and the trails and stuff, but I miss you guys. I miss I don't know, just hanging out with you, doing fun, weird stuff. I miss that.
I think I miss you all too, but I'm really gonna miss my bromance with this guy. And it's just meant so much to me. I'm just getting so teary, and as much as I love June, I'm so happy to have him all to myself for this week. And I just can't wait to have him all take off my dress. Okay. He's just so ticklish.
Okay. Yeah. So
We're gonna miss you.
bye. Bye, everybody.
Until next time.
A funny camper moment that I will probably always remember and never forget is probably week 1 after the mudslide on the initiative, when little Emma came up to me, tap 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 on the shoulder. Aunt B, I got mud in places it ain't supposed to be.
We had just heard Uncle Derek explain that there were no showers at Wilder, and she turns around and looks at me and is like, "Wait, what?" And we're like, "Yeah, sorry, Jolie, there's no showers." And she's like, "Oh, I get it. We'll just take baths." Little Jolie figured that as long as her glow stick was on, she would be fine. And so all of a sudden, someone was like, "Hey, turn off your flashlight." And was it another camper was just like, "It's a glow stick." And Uncle Ben is just like, "You're a glow stick." And we're like, "Ah, you just got glow stick."
Every time that I come back to camp, I really see God at work, because he takes people from all different places and walks of life, and he brings us together and just builds such a tight-knit community. And that's just really cool. I think how he can do that. And some of my friends here are my closest friends, even closer than any of my friends at school. And I've learned a lot of community and just encouraging each other and being there for each other. And I know there's been a lot of people who have been there for me through stuff that's happened over the summer, and I just want to be there for other people as well. So I think that's really cool how God uses other people to do his work in our lives and to encourage us through that.
How did you see God at work in your life? I think just through all of the weeks of camp, with all of us working together, and especially pitching in, especially when I was definitely getting to the end of my rope, or I was getting really stressed out, just to have someone to step in and be like, "Hey, can I watch your campers for a second?" Or would it be best if I sat like with this camper, or how can I help you? And that was so cool to see, and I definitely think God was working in that. Encouragement books, like that was so cool. Every week to walk into the Sunshine Room and see another note in there and then be like, oh, I should write a note too, and like I really appreciated this about this person. God was definitely working throughout this entire summer, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. It's been wonderful working with you. What am I going to miss the most? You guys! Just everyone. Oh my gosh, guys, we had such an awesome staff this year. It was incredible. We laughed, we cried, we sniffled, we had a few blowouts. Please don't hesitate to write or Facebook or text. Like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna miss you so much. And let's grab coffee or just chat, and let's keep in touch, because I miss you so much.
I'll miss our movie nights, our crazy, wild things we did together.
30 seconds by 12.
Yeah. God is so evident here, I think, and that's a lot because of the people that He's placed here. And so that's definitely something that I will always remember, never forget. So I just want to say I love you guys and thank you for just who you guys are, and you guys are awesome, and we'll miss you, and we love you.
We love you.
Bye. Get glow
Get
sticks.
glow sticks.
Yeah, it's just C. Yep.
I'm sure you got bullied a lot with a middle name like that.
Well, I don't know. It wasn't so bad. But, you know, I mean, I made it here, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, I suppose. Speaking of here, what's your favorite memory here?
I don't know. There's so many to choose from, you know, from worshiping at Wilder during staff training to slip and sliding out in the rain, all of the other things that we like to do down at Wilder. So many Wilder Ball. Oh, the Wilder Ball playlist. Yep. That's good. The beginning of the summer was a little rough, and I learned a lot of things about being prepared and that kind of stuff as far as coordinating. But I just saw God give me patience and, you know, be able to help me just be ready for each and every opportunity to speak with the campers, to give me the words to say when they were needed, and to give me the actions to take whenever those were needed as well. I mean, I'll probably miss just the fun interactions we've had with all of the staff members, and I think this staff particularly bonded well, and everybody gave everything, gave 100% right from the very beginning. Matt, after talking to you this summer, sounds like this is probably going to be your last summer here. What are you going to miss the most?
Well, it's fairly accurate. This probably will be my last summer, unfortunately. What I'll miss the most? Probably just the people. Like, just the awesome community that we have here. It's really great. I appreciate it a lot. Just, you know, how well we all get along, just the conversations we have and stuff. So for sure it's going to be the other staff members that I'll miss the most.
What are some of your favorite memories from this summer?
I don't know if there's anyone in specific. If we play bail tag at some point, that'll probably be up there. Ropes is always a good time. Being at Wilder's fun. The weekends were good. Like playing board games and card games and hanging out.
Well, I'd just like to say next year's 2017. So, Chicken Camp 2017, baby. Yeah. Chicken Camp 2017. That's it. Peace out.
I will second Derek's statement about Chicken Camp 2017. If we have that, I'll come back and coordinate it or something. And last statement. I don't know, it was a good summer. I enjoyed it a lot. It went by way too quickly once again. Yeah, hope we stay in touch.
You heard it here first, guys. See ya.
Bye.
I agree. Those are some good memories. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Matt. Is it too much to ask that I can just agree with you on something? Can we not agree? Who is this, Matt?
The thing that I'm going to miss the most is definitely the staff. And I know that sounds really cliche because this is the staff video, but I'm really being serious. I just have really enjoyed being so unified and supported by our staff, and whether that's just being there for each other through a really hard week or passing around a community pair of pants, whether we're smashing spaghetti in each other's faces or just having deep talks together about theology or different things that we believe. I've just really valued that, and I'm definitely going to miss that. Going off of that, I think one of my favorite staff memories was after Journey Week, after we waved goodbye to all of our Journey campers as they drove away in the bus, and then we all just came together in the dining hall and lifted praise up to God. And every time that we pray together, I just get kind of emotional because I love how each one of us are so different and we come from different paths and different ways of life, but we are all unified together under one goal and to glorify God. And I'm gonna miss you guys. I wish that every single person could come back next year and then we could all do this again, but I know that it's probably not gonna happen, but I wish it would. Bye.
Hey guys, throughout the summer, many of you have tried to come between Jake and I.
Christy, this is for you.
Second, Sammy tried to stop our spooning with a jar of pickles.
Oh yeah, okay, and Ben tried to prevent us from purpling in the backseat of Jess's car, but then there was a sunroof, and so he stuck his head out and we grabbed hands real quick. And
Fourth, I was trying to have a romantic break the fart barrier moment with Jake, only to be interrupted by Darby.
And then Dylan, when we got married, or tried to get married during Take Me Fishing Week, driving back.
But despite these attempts, we'd also like to thank Jason for his motivational made-up songs during our exercise routine.
And Nicole for, instead of saying, get out of the relationship, just saying, get out of the pool.
To my peepees, Shania and Shelby, for always being there for me.
And my PP for peeing with me and Ben in the same toilet at the same gas station in Sioux Falls.
And then we'd also just like to thank everyone for such an awesome summer. And for me specifically, Austin, working with you was great.
Yeah, and I just want to say also that we love you guys and really had a great summer, and we'll miss all of you a lot, and can't wait to see you again or work with you again. Okay. Bye.
So this is Jason, as you might guess by the fact that I'm up here. I'd say my favorite staff member, I have like two, so I'm kind of cheating here, but I really like that day when we were just like, man, it's really raining out. We should go on the slip and slide. I don't know, we had so much fun together, and it was just like, we're all this big group, and it's just, I don't know, I really enjoy having fun with you guys. And the second one is the one me and Austin have been notorious for, and it's Stan. Because every time we use the accent, someone tries to slap me, because they just hate it. But that was awesome, because me and Austin, we just worked so well together, and the kids loved it, and I mean, that's what I love seeing the most, the kids happy, you know? And the thing, as far as what I'm going to miss the most here, probably just, I mean, you guys, really, because, I mean, when I go back to college, I have some good friends, but, like, this is a tight-knit group that's, like, there's a lot of us, but we're all pretty close, and there's not, like, any cliques or anything. I love that. And also, when I go to my work that I'm going to be at for during college, I can't just go up and hug people. They'll probably fire me. So that's unfortunate. Don't forget this summer. It's a small part of your life, just this little blip on the radar, but it's super important. The kids that you worked with here, they're gonna carry this with them for the rest of their life. Don't think anything you did here is a small part. Bye.
That's Justine.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Shania. Apollo. Well, my favorite staff memory was probably doing the slip and slide in the rain. I thought that was really fun. And we all it was not a rough week, but it was right after Journey Week, if most of you guys remember that. And we were all crying, and it was just kind of a moment where we saw God work throughout that week. And then we got to end that with just having that huge thunderstorm that God brought to us. And we got to go down that slip and slide. And that was a really fun moment because we all had reconnected as a staff throughout Journey Week. But at that moment, we kind of all reconnected, and it was kind of one of the first 2 weeks again where we were all together again, and it was a really fun time.
My favorite staff memory is probably the Wilder and Saddle Up run-throughs around the bonfire, just singing and worshiping. And I don't know, like, we didn't know each other that well, but at the same time, we had been with each other for over a week and felt like we had known each other for a long time. And it was just really cool to, like, all just sit around the fire and just, as one community, just worship God together. And I don't know, I just felt like God was getting a lot of glory and praise in that moment.
I'll miss a lot of things about camp, but just seeing God work through all of the kids through every week. I've seen something happen every week, whether it's a camper that didn't believe in God before and now actually thinks that there's something that does exist, or just like knowing that they're loved, coming into a place and knowing that they're loved. I'm going to miss that a lot, but probably the thing I'm going to miss most is obviously the staff. I didn't come into camp, I came into camp expecting to make friends, but I ended up with family, and you guys mean a lot to me. And I just thank you for that, with all the memories that we've had. It's for the kids, Justine. It's for the kids.
One of the funniest camper moments was during Journey Week, when support staff was probably sitting in the sunshine room and watching Marcus and Ben and Jacob do the Blind Polygon initiative, and just how everyone was going crazy, and we were just sitting there like laughing so hard.
Justine and I were in the bathroom, and we just heard mass chaos screaming. And we all went in there, we both went in there, and we're like, what's going on? And Darby is holding a like 3-foot ruler, and Jess is under a bunk bed searching for this said rat. And we asked the girls who saw the rat, and a lot of them raised their hands, and then Justine goes, no, who actually saw the rat? And everybody put their hand down.
So no one saw the rat.
It's for the kids. Bye. We're still a little late, though.
Okay. So, question number 1. What was your favorite staff memory?
For me, I would say canoeing, definitely. Journey Week, actually, when they all decided they didn't want to paddle anymore. And we had to swim probably like, what, 4 miles? Jeez.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
4
that
miles.
was mine.
One of my favorite staff memories is definitely PP time. So shout out to my PPs. Stop. We had some really good conversations, and it was just a lot of fun. So that was favorite staff memory. I also, canoeing was a fun time. Just different times of making a mess. Like, I don't know, getting a bunch of mud dumped on my head or seaweed. So thanks, Corey. So just different things like that. It was just a lot of fun. Got me out of my shell a lot.
All right, other favorite memories for me was shower time with Austin. Me and him had a real bromance in there. Yeah, we just had really deep combos in the shower. Another favorite memory was fishing with Jacob. Yeah, that was probably my favorite week, that's for sure. Sorry, Kat.
So how I've seen God working through this summer. This is my 3rd summer here, and each summer has just gotten better and better. And so I think this summer I've learned the most when to ask for help and how to, not only from you guys, from fellow staff, but also just from God, and knowing that sometimes He has a different plan than what I have in mind. So I've been having to learn how to trust Him through the summer.
Along that, for me, with my position, for me, I just saw God working through all the other counselors. So it was kind of fun for me just to go around and
just watch how they were interacting with their kids and just watching the light shine through them. What am I going to miss the most? What am I not going to miss for real? Definitely the people. It's gonna suck saying goodbye.
Yeah, I'm going to miss canoeing with Dylan. He he puts up with a lot of my sass. So going back to school and not having that is gonna be a struggle. I'm gonna miss the kids. I love being at Lodge. I love being goofy with them. I love having random conversations with Matt and Derek that go on and annoy everyone on the radios. So I don't know. I'm gonna miss being here and just the environment we created this summer. And just seeing God work in so many cool ways here.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
I'll visit y'all.
Hey guys, Naomi here. And Lacey. And we're going to start off by sharing our favorite camp memory. Personally, my favorite camp memory would be pranking the Chips during the second week. Egging them up at Lookout. Shout out to Justine and Jess, my partners in crime.
Yeah, I guess my favorite staff memory would have to be when all the staff came up to Saddle Up and they all got the chance to ride the horses and just learn a little bit about what I do. And that was really cool to me just to see their experience, and everyone really came together then, I thought. So
God has really taught me to be patient. That definitely was evident during the initiatives, during staff training, and then also just the different challenges I had with campers. So patience is not an easy thing, but it's definitely something that I've learned this summer.
What has God taught me? He's taught me a lot this summer. It's been quite an amazing journey. Just from doing Bible lessons with the kids and having them learn that the horses aren't just horses, that God works through them to work with the kids, that has really changed my mind. And it's just been really cool to be a leadership role in that opportunity. Like, I never knew I could do something like that. So it's a pretty cool moment. So we had a water fight every week at Saddle Up. And they were really funny until the kids started chasing me. And then I ended up being soaked. And then it wasn't funny anymore. But that's all I got for funny moments. But I have a really cute moment. I had a camper. His name was Bubba. He was my first week. And I was driving him back from chapel one day because he had asthma, so he was really hard breathing. And so I drove him back up to Saddle Up. And the moon was out. And he goes, "Hey, Lacey." And I was like, "Yeah, what's up, Bubba?" He's like, "You know when the moon is like that?" And it was like a half crescent or whatever. He's like, "I think that's God smiling down at us." And it was just the sweetest thing. So that was definitely my favorite camper memory.
What I'm going to miss most about camp is just being in nature with all the trails and things. And then also just spending time with people who just share the same vision of just loving Christ and wanting to share that with others. So I'm going to miss being around everyone and just spending time with all the staff.
I am going to miss the campers. I love being with them. And along with that, I'm just going to miss the staff and everybody here. I feel so supported here at camp, and I don't really want to leave to go back to Kansas. So you guys are pretty special to me. And the last thing that we wanted to say is shout out to PP time, because what up, Katie Pets? Yep. And that's about all we got.
The end.
Bye.
Hello. Oh my. Okay. Okay, I'll start. What was your favorite staff memory? Mine was when we were during staff training one night. I think it was when we had Wilder run through or Saddle Up. I can't remember. Either one or both. Anyways, we did worship around the fire, and that was just a really cool experience.
That's lovely, Jen. My favorite staff memory would have to be when I was put down for oat and to be in the pool, and I was like, I do not want to do this. I do not want to be in the pool. And then I found myself just wading in the water, like wading. And there's this little girl that comes up to me and asks me how to swim, and she had no idea how to swim. And then kind of going through the basics of teaching her how to swim. And finally we get her to be able to the point where she can go like halfway across the pool. And she's just beaming. And she comes up to me and I'm ready to give her a high five. And she just darts at me and gives me a hug. and that was like the coolest thing. And also, I love working with Jen. She's like my favorite person in the world. So,
Thank you. Okay, how did you see God at work in your life this summer? This has been a huge growing experience for me. Being in a different position and just leading in that way, and it's been awesome. And God has taught me a lot through that, whether that be through just grace and extending that to others, or just learning how to be a better leader and lead in a way that is for His glory. So, yeah. And it's pretty cool that I get to work with Nicole, because she's also one of my favorite people, and we're pretty good friends. So,
pretty good. So how did you see God at work in your life? That's a really big question. I think that's hard for me to answer to a certain capacity, just because I think most of the time I don't know a day that didn't go by where I wasn't saying, God, what am I doing here? Just all the time, like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? And still working and still serving, even through the unknown and not knowing, but knowing that you're called to be here, but not really sure why. And I think too, in addition, working alongside Jen, I can just see so many things in our life and in each of our personal testimonies that have just led us to be friends and have led us to here and to be working as co-coordinators. Like, I don't know how many people get to say that you work with one of your best friends as a co-coordinator, and I can only imagine the way that God is going to continue to use that in that experience. So, bye.
Oh, bye.
From Jenny and Nicole.
I see God at work in my life by just the campers that Saddle Up, the joy that they bring to Saddle Up, and also in the sunsets there, and in the horses, just in the nature there. And this summer, God was really at work in my life just through the people here at camp, to just through speaking life into me. I mean, Jenna's already my sister, but she spoke some life into me and helped me find joy in the Lord. So yeah, it's been a great summer.
Yeah, and for myself, I guess this summer I really learned what obedience in the Lord is and what an impact that can make. Believing in the importance you have in every single person's life that you come into contact with, and what that means for the campers, just showing them constant love and how that can change their lives, and also working with staff, seeing how it was a community and we'd only known each other for 10 weeks. That was really awesome, and learning more about 25 other brothers and sisters in Christ, and just seeing the impact that they can make in my life. That was really cool, and all together serving and worshiping the one true King.
By a hammock. Yep. Because memories include hammocks and deep life chats. And Sammy and I learned how to flip a hammock with 2 people in it.
It's pretty impressive.
It was pretty impressive.
I'm going to miss pancakes over the fire. That's what I'm gonna miss. And I'm going to miss deep life chats, and I'm going to miss porta pot at Saddle Up. I've had some I have a love-hate relationship with that place. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the horses. I'm gonna miss everybody here.
I'm going to miss you guys. You guys all rock, make my heart happy. But I really like just being in the presence, 24/7. It's hard to get away from being challenged and feeling loved here at Inspiration Hills, and so I'm gonna miss that. Although we have to go our own ways, I don't think that we're gonna forget what we learned or the people. It's for the kids.
Sausage.
And Philippians 1:3. I thank God in every remembrance of you.
Bye!
Yay, Dylan!
Hey, Dylan!
My favorite staff memory would be running to the slip and slide when it was pouring out and going down it.
One of my favorite memories was during staff training when we were doing the Wilder run through, and we were just like sitting around the campfire just singing worship songs, and it was one of the first times that we as a group had kind of been comfortable around each other and in God's presence, and it was just so cool. At the beginning of the summer, I was really scared. I felt really ill-equipped, really incapable of being a good camp counselor. I learned that I am so much more capable than I thought I was, and I gained a lot of confidence in being a leader.
I think I saw God work in my life, kind of similar to Shelby's. Just being here for the first couple of days at staff training, and just how it was kind of hard for me for the first couple days. Getting used to everybody and getting close to them is kind of hard for me. Since I'm kind of quiet, it's just really hard for me to open up to people. Throughout the summer, I just have seen him really work in my life by having me being open to people. Another thing probably would just be seeing the kids, different kids every week, and seeing different ways that God has worked in their lives, and that they just can open up to us as counselors throughout a short week that we have with them, and that they're willing to tell about their lives, and that we may not see it now, but it does probably make a really big impact in them.
What are you gonna miss most?
Probably seeing everybody every day. Just doing something different each day with different kids, and just being able to just hang out with them, and this doesn't really feel like a job. And
I'm really going to miss just being with these people. It's amazing how close you can get to a group of people in just like 10 weeks. And also just this place, just being here, and I mean, hey, let's go hammock and stargaze. Like, that's just so cool. We don't get to do that everywhere. And just the fact that Christ is always at the forefront of everything. You can be having a problem and just say, hey, can I pray with you? And that's totally normal here. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for this opportunity and being willing to open up and create these friendships, and hopefully those can continue outside of camp. I mean, we spend like 24 hours a day with each other for 10 weeks, and then all of a sudden we're just in completely different places, and it's really sad.
Thanks for everything that we've had this year and the experiences that we could have together, and all the people that we've met and gotten so close to. And we'll miss seeing you guys every day and spending 24 hours with you guys. But yeah, come visit.
Hey guys, Terrell here, or Uncle Rex. What a summer we have had. What a summer of growth. What a summer of challenges. What a summer of transformations. We serve a God who is so mighty and so great, and so many things have happened this summer. So many times that we've laughed together, so many times that we've cried together, so many times that we've been there for that person who needed it. I truly believe that we have done God's work, and do not forget this summer. Don't forget the work that you have done. Don't forget the memories that you have made. And I want to say thank you for everyone who helped me. It was a hard summer for me at times. It caused me to stretch. It caused me to grow. And it hurt at times a lot. There'd be times where I'd get off stage and I'd ask God, why? Why do you have me here? Why is it that you have me here in this position? Aren't there people more qualified? But he just taught me that, hey, I'm God. You're not. Trust me. So thank you for everyone that helped me, that sat down with me and went over songs with me, that played with me. Thank you for everyone, for all that you did. You guys are family, and I love you.
Hey guys, it's Christy. It's been great working with you this summer. It's crazy to think that
we've only known each other for 11 weeks, 10 or 11 weeks, and how God has really brought you together. I think that's my favorite memory of camp. Every year is just seeing how a lot of different people that didn't know each other in so many days, such a short time, are able to bond together to be the light of Christ so boldly, and I've really enjoyed that. Guys, it's been great summer. I hope that you were able to learn just as much as the campers, and that the mission statement of Inspiration Hills has left an impression on you, that for you guys, Inspiration Hills provide an environment for you guys to come to know and grow in Christ and be challenged for life in His kingdom. And that wasn't just for the campers, but for you. So as you leave this place, that you were able to know Christ more and be challenged for your kingdom work outside of Inspiration Hills. Thank you so much for how you've done that this summer. And like I said, I'm going to miss you guys. So thanks for being awesome. And it's all for the kids.
It's all for the kids. It's all for the kids.
It's all for the kids. Don't go smile. She's all for the kids. All day. She's all for the kids. Just the first syllable of her name. On Shelby. She's all for the kids. On Starry. She's all for the kids. On Justine. She's all for the kids. Sorry about that. On Emily. She's all for the kids. Uncle Billy. She's all for the kids. Uncle Corey. He's all for the kids. I like spitting grapes in that man's mouth. Hey, on Kate. She's all for the kids. Uncle Jay. He's all for the kids. Uncle Dad. She's all for the kids. Yeah, banging them shits, banging them shits. She's all for the kids. Oh, she's all for the kids. Uncle Courtney. She's all for the kids. Yeah, we love our volunteers. Uncle Taylor. She's all for the kids. Uncle Jason. He's all for the kids. Uncle Ben. She's all for the kids. I guess so. Aunt Christy. She's all for the kids. Uncle Noah. He's all for the kids. And everybody else. All for the kids.
It's week 7. We only got one more to go. Remember what? It's all for the kids. When you leave this building, don't forget what you have made there. Friends you share, because it's all about the kids.
It's all for the kids, everything.
It's all for the kids.
All that we do.
It's all for the kids.
Every camper's first weekend, every camper's first weekend.
It's all for the kids.
Oh yeah.
It's all for the kids.
Oh yeah.
It's all for the kids.
One more time now, everybody. Everybody.
We're all for the kids.
Everybody.
We're all for the kids.
Everybody.
We're all for the kids.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Oh yeah.
It's all for the kids. It's all for the kids. It's all for the kids.
Good, good Father to